Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is going to be just us sitting in the car letting you know what happened at my doctor's appointment today. I spent 3 hours at the doctor, which was a very long time. And if you guys didn't catch our previous update where we kind of talked about what's going on, basically when I was first pregnant, I'm like 12 weeks pregnant now, but when I was like 7 weeks pregnant and I went to the doctor, they told us that there were 2 sacs and that we were likely having twins, which is very exciting. But then they also said in that ultrasound and in further ultrasounds, I had what, 1 or 2 after that?
I think 1.
1? And
Maybe.
then the private one.
Yeah.
So after that, they were able to see like the baby that's in the front, like that baby's heartbeat, but they weren't able to see the baby that's in the back, like that one's heartbeat or anything, but it was also really early. So basically like the update, what we were hoping for today was that I was going to go to the doctor and that with the ultrasound they did today, they were going to be able to tell us that everything was okay or it wasn't okay, or like what was going on definitively.
And I haven't been able to go. I've only gone to 1 ultrasound because you can't have like extra people in the room with COVID and stuff. So she was at the appointment today alone as well.
Yeah, which was not fun. But anyway, so I went to the doctor today and I wanted to like do a vlog real quick to let you guys know what happened before I like forgot all the terminology and like everything, because it was like a little crazy. I was going back and forth to radiology and to my doctor's office and the lab and the pharmacy and like everything. So basically I went in and had my like prenatal checkup with my regular doctor, who did an ultrasound, which we were expecting because she wanted to kind of see what was going on. And from what she could see from the ultrasound, they have like, it was supposed to be like the better ultrasound machine at their office. She'd used that one, but from what she could see, like it was still hard to see. Like she could see like the one baby, but even that baby's positioning was not good. So we saw for like a second its heartbeat. And if I do have a little bit of footage on my phone, maybe we'll put it up like right here. So we were able to see it for a minute, but then the baby moved and then we couldn't like do measurements or anything. And then they saw the other sac, which she told me that her hope today was that we were either going to see a baby or that sac was going to be completely gone, because that would mean that the baby didn't make it. And it was just like, that's what happens. Like your body just kind of like absorbs it. So neither of those things happened, which is crazy because it's basically like the same thing that they told us last time. So the second sac is still there. It actually looked like something was in it, but it was still really hard to see. There were like a lot of shadows in her ultrasound machine. Like she wasn't able to definitively say anything at all other than the fact that it was still there.
So then where does that leave us now? Because I still kind of don't know what's going on at all. So
they scheduled me for an emergency radiology ultrasound appointment at 10 o'clock at night tonight. So right now it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have to somehow stay awake and then go back to the hospital because that's just the time that they could see me. And the radiologist, so not the doctor, but like a radiologist with like a super special ultrasound machine is going to do that ultrasound and then report back to my doctor and send those images and videos and stuff. So because not only did they still see the second sac and like they saw something in it, but they also saw that like, and if you guys have watched our vlogs for a while, you know that I've been dealing with like other women issues and like I have fibroids and like all this stuff. They saw that I have a fibroid that is actually really close to that baby that's in the front. And so they need to see like where the baby's placenta is attached, like how close it is to that fibroid, because that could be a problem. So that's another reason why they're sending me for like this special ultrasound. The reason why they're doing it urgently, obviously, well, like we all want to know what's going on, but the other reason is that after I met with the doctor, I met with a genetic counselor. And if you guys did not know, I will be 35 like 2 weeks before this baby is born, or babies are born. And because of that, you're considered, what do they call it? It's like so
geriatric.
gross. They call it, it's so gross. Like they call it geriatric pregnancy, which is totally the wrong word for that. They should totally change the name. But basically, there's genetic testing that is recommended for any pregnancy, but then there's special genetic testing that you get if you're over 35 when your baby's born. And what they told me today, the genetic counselor lady said that as of right now, because of the fact that there are 2 sacs and possibly 2 babies, I can't get any genetic testing done because they won't know, like the results will be skewed, like they won't know if they're accurate or not, and so they're not going to do it. So they're hoping by me having this ultrasound tonight that it will somehow clear things up or like give them a better picture of what's going on so that they can make a decision if they will allow me to get the genetic testing in the next couple weeks, because obviously like we want to know what's going on. But they said that if there are multiples, that they can't do it. And all they do instead, I think she said, there's like a blood draw they do at 16 weeks, and then you have your 20-week ultrasound. And then they also have me scheduled for another ultrasound on the 9th. Today's like the 4th, by the way, guys, or 5th, right? What date? I don't know what date it is
Today is one of those.
One of those days, 4th or 5th. So I don't even remember what the other ultrasound is for.
Look at the babies.
I don't know. I have a lot of ultrasound scheduled. So I've got one scheduled for the 9th, and then they said that they'll do the 20-week one, which is where they check and make sure everything's okay. But they have to decide what they can do as far as the other genetic testing goes to make sure that things are okay. So that's kind of like up in there right now.
And it's kind of, there's a lot of good scenarios, and there are some situations that are not that good.
Yeah.
When you have 2 sacs, so.
Well,
just kind of.
And I talked about this before, but like my doctor prepared, like basically said to prepare like for the situation of like vanishing twin syndrome, which is where you have twins, but then like something's wrong with one, and then it doesn't make it past the first trimester, and your body just kind of absorbs it. That's what she said is really common, and that they said that if they didn't see like a baby like growing like the same rate as the other baby, that's typically what they assume is going to happen. So we've already had this like cloud of uncertainty like the whole time, because as of right now, and I'm 12 and a half weeks, they haven't been able to see both babies, but they know that there are 2 sacs. They know that the second sac is growing. They know that there's something in it now as of today, like, but they just can't see it for whatever reason. Like I know it's behind the other one, which can make it really tricky, but I don't know, guys. Like, of all of our babies, we've had some babies. We have 5 girls already. I've never had anything like this. Yeah, it's so weird to feel so uncertain, and like just like I didn't know anything about this. And then especially now today, like I think what makes me really uneasy now is knowing that they can't do a lot of the testing that they wanted to do, which is just like scary, because as a mom, like you want to know, like no matter what, like you want to know, like good or bad, like what's going on, just to be prepared with your kids, right? And so like now they're saying that like, well, we don't think you can do it, and that's just like it's just like another thing. So it's been like really stressful, and like I was really hoping like this last couple weeks since our last little car update, we were just kind of banking on today being like the more
definitive day,
right? Yeah. That it would be like definitively like this is what's going on,
and it might be tonight. So
no, I don't think so though, because the radiologist.
I can't go in. So once again, I can't go in, but maybe they can't talk, but I bet you can look and you can talk to them. Yeah. And I bet you could find out if it's a really good test, or what is it? A radiology? It's a radiologist. Ultrasound? Yeah. Is that kind of the same thing?
It's like a certain level. Like they called it level something, right? With a radiologist, they're going to be doing it. So it's not a doctor. So the radiologist is going to like do it and then do the video and the pictures, and they're going to do like an analysis and then send that to my doctor.
Well, hopefully that they're pretty friendly and they'll try to give you some information.
Another bummer thing that I found out today is because they can't do this other testing. Typically that's like gender testing too, because they test for all like the sex chromosome issues. So if they can't do the testing, won't know the gender for a while, which may or may not be a problem. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I thought it was odd.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm just excited to have a baby.
Or babies. I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
If this is like similar to anything that if you guys are watching, if you're moms, which I know a lot of you are, if anything like this has happened to you, let me know. Like, I know YouTube's being weird right now, and a lot of our videos have the comments turned off. So if they're off, like, go over to my Instagram. Can you put it on the...
Yep.
Put it right here. Come over and send me a message over there, because this is so weird, and I literally, like, don't know anybody that this has happened to, and it's, like, it's making me, like, very uneasy and just really anxious. Like, I've been super anxious.
So my mindset, I know there's 2 sacs and stuff, but they haven't seen 2 babies. So I'm kind of thinking... 1, but just because I don't know any better, I don't have any experience with this. So, once again, all along my hope is just a healthy baby or babies. Right. And that's where I'm at.
It's just scary. And then now knowing that if that's the case and like one didn't make it, like what my doctor was saying, like how your body would absorb it, like my body is not doing that if that's the case. And then what are the risks of that as far as like with the healthy baby, if there is only one healthy baby? Do you guys see where we're going with this? Like it's a lot of stress. So this is really rambly. I don't even know how long we've been filming, like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. thank you for watching this update. I know we'll make another update after I go to the ultrasound, my next ultrasound, but the one we have tonight, I'm not going to vlog it because I'm not going to find out the results from it anyway, because they have to like analyze the stuff and do the videos and pictures and send it to my doctor. So we'll probably make our next update will probably be once we hear from the doctor about what them and the radiologist decided was going on. So,
and there you have it.
All right, guys. Wow, I feel like it's like a load off my chest just talking about all that stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for our next update. But that's where it's at right now.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.